Hey there guys, welcome to Farmer Ranch Daily. I'm Gabe, and today for part 3 of the double Cummins build, we're going to talk about this truck. It's a 1974 Ford F700, and hopefully this all works out fine. Leading off from the last video, this part 3 is actually getting filmed before part 2. So hopefully that video doesn't kind of leave a weird cutoff leading to this one. I guess you had already seen it, we'll be starting the motor in the part 2, which will be put out before this video. And hopefully it worked, and we're gonna use this truck. So since that motor worked, this is the truck we're gonna do the triple nickel conversion in. It's an F700. I have the whole truck. We just have the cab right here. It was a 74 dump truck with a 391 in it. It was I think it was a 5. It probably was a 4-speed. I have a transmission step. We're not using that. We're going to use the 10-speed transmission. It was a 390 with probably a 4-speed and a splitter rear end. It is also has not a powered axle, but it has like a tag axle or something on the back of the frame. Here's the cab. It's a little dented and beat, just a little bit. We'll probably leave the cab the way it is, no clear coat or nothing. It has the scoop on it, so that's kind of cool. I'm probably gonna mess up here. I can't quite remember, but some company asked, I think Ford, for the scoop and put it on their car. I probably have this wrong, but I think maybe that's the same scoop that went on Pontiac Firebirds. I think is where it went to. Maybe in some later video I'll actually look up the information and let you guys know for sure. But there's something about these scoops on these trucks that got used on some car. So it's kind of cool. It's got the scoop on it. I don't know much about these trucks. I do have a painted bumper for it, and it has painted mirrors, but a chrome grille. So I think that's kind of interesting. All the ones I've seen have had chrome grille, chrome mirror, and chrome bumper. Or they've had painted bumper, painted grille, and painted mirrors. So I don't know if that's the right grille or if it's the right mirrors and bumper or how that went. Kind of thinking maybe it was converted to chrome grille. I don't know for certain though. Well, maybe because it's a custom cab. I don't know what all the options were for on the custom ones. Maybe it has something to do with that. Inside here, you're gonna need to put the steering column in, maybe put some, it would have had a bench seat, maybe actually put some like air ride bucket seats in it. It has new floor pans for it. Floor's a little rusty, not too bad. Got some rust back here. Everything's pretty minor, but we're gonna leave it. It's probably gonna be a hay truck. It was a dump truck, but I think we're gonna put the cab on the frame and with no dump bed, and we're gonna put a 5th wheel plate in it, and we're gonna use it as a flat deck hay truck, would be the plan. Over here, I can show you the frame. Over here we have the dump truck bed for it. Probably will, not bad shape, but it probably won't be going on just because I'd rather have it as like a small looking semi. In the bed here, it needs the tire put back on the frame, a stud's broken. There's the bumper, the ram for the bed, fuel tank, hydraulic tank, mud flaps. There's a tire missing because the snapped off stud. We have more studs and we're going to put them on. Rubber's not too old, but it's got some dry rot in it. Probably use it anyways. Over here is the powered axle with the splitter. And then back here is just a trailing axle or something. It probably won't be too bad at getting high centered with just the one drive axle, because both axles kind of work off each other like on a trailer. So we shouldn't have too much problem with going over a hill and having the back axle over a ditch and the front axle on the hill. I think it should level out all right. Looks like it has power steering probably, so that'll be handy and kind of cool. I don't know quite yet all it will entail with putting the triple nickel Cummins in here. I don't think it'll be too bad. I'll definitely have to do some building of bracketry and stuff. Plan would be have that cab on top of this frame, which this is the frame to that cab. Behind it, I'm thinking probably 7-inch blunt cut stacks and maybe a toolbox in between them. Then at the back we'll have a fifth wheel plate, probably some tanks, chrome tanks on either side for fuel. I don't think there'll be too much changes to it, just putting the Cummins and 10-speed in it, along with original cab and the fifth wheel plate. I'll probably add an air pump on it for air lines, for air brakes on a trailer to release and operate trailer brakes. This has a hydro booster on it, so I'll need to add an air pump or something for the trailer brakes. I have some pictures on my phone somewhere of when the cab was on it. When I bought it, it had the cab off, it had the motor out, and it was the frame with the bed off of it. It was all in pieces like this. It was from a pretty cool guy. He was a real nice guy. Was redoing it, or you start fixing something, one thing leads to another, and it's apart as always, and tear it down. He just didn't have time for it, so he had a lot of projects going. So he sold it, and I got a pretty good deal on it, so maybe we can give it a new life as something else. Yeah, so hopefully this one, not being prepared for it, comes together and makes sense while you're watching. This would be part 3 of the double Cummins builds, talking about what two Cummins builds we are doing. We'll actually have probably some better videos of the actual process of builds. This is just the explanatory on how this became of these two builds. So if you want to see some farm trucks, ranch trucks, and diesel builds, because that's what we're on to right now. So just subscribe and hit the little bell so you get the notifications if you want to see those. Likes and comments are always appreciated. And of course, if you don't like me, I guess dislike it. Just say how you feel, I guess, or don't, like most people. I don't know. Thanks for watching.